Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Hump Day, Wednesday, April 16th. We got a couple economic news releases scheduled for today, and we'll start off with the housing starts for the month of March. The previous month, back in February, we had a 920,000 excuse me, housing starts. The forecast for the March was 990 and came in at 946. So obviously, very disappointing right there. As we got to kind of keep our eyes with the housing. As we've noticed, the index for the uh, small builders or the builders index of their confidence level has been kind of down lately. So we kind of want to see where that if that continues to be a trend or not. Another item here is the industrial production for the month of March. So we had a 1.2% in February growth, and forecast was supposed to taper down to zero point 0.5, and it came in. It did taper, but not as bad as forecast. Came up 0.7%, so it beats forecast. So good news right there. And then we got capacity utilization for the month of March. So back in February at a 78.8. We were supposed to come down a little bit, 78.7, and it was up at 79.2. So capacity utilization, this is actually an important gauge here, and it actually came in much higher. So good news right there as well. And last but not least, we got the Fed Beige Book that will be coming out. This is the economic survey that covers the U.S. and stuff that will be released around 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And this could be important piece today. So expect some volatility later in the day as well when the Fed Beige Book comes out, where people can actually dissect the different data where they're coming from. So let's jump over to headline news here. And right now the stock market's up, especially after yesterday. After it took a little bit of a beating yesterday, it was up in the morning, and then some reports came out. It wasn't so good, so it kind of came down a little bit. But later in the day, it kind of worked its way back up a little bit. Today we also got Yellen's got a speech over at 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So again, that could be a market mover right there, depending on what she says. She's going to be speaking to a group in New York, and she's relatively new, but they're trying to get some insight as to her thinking and monetary policies. So they're hopeful that maybe she gives some more insight, and if she's going to keep her with her dovish stand, or if she's going to look more hawkish, or if she says anything that might surprise them or not. Also, two other members. Lockhart already spoke earlier today, and Fisher will be speaking at some point today as well. Lockhart had made some comments. His forecast is that he thinks the economy will grow up to about 3%. Will kind of pick up a little bit, up to 3% this year, and then he doesn't forecast any rate increases until after mid 2015 is when he's projected. So basically sometime maybe the second half is when they'll start raising rates, is when he projects it. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what the bond market's doing, what interest rates are, how they're shaping up here. And yesterday, as you can see, we had a nice rally in the day. We were way up there, and then we pulled back quite a bit. So, and then today we started 3 basis points lower, and now we're down about 6 for the day so far this morning. So a total of 9 basis points. So we're pretty much came close to that 10-day moving average bouncing out. Now, don't be surprised. At some point, this is going to come down. As you can see, with that big pull down, that could give us an indication that we could correct this large rally we had here. Because remember, we had this huge rally here, but we had this huge opening gap here that never closed. And as I indicated, when that happened, that at some point this will close, and this could be a very short rally here. So don't be surprised if we come back down touching this range before we work our way back upwards again. All right, folks. So far today, rates are about where we left off yesterday because, like I said, typically for rates to make any change, it needs to be 12 basis points or greater. Right now, we're about 9 basis points from where we left off, so there's really no change so far today in where the rates were yesterday, left off yesterday. All right, folks. Have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for your watching us, and we'll see you guys tomorrow, and have a good day.